My name is Benjamin, and I've run a fishing charter business in Florida for 25 years. I thought I knew my son. "Beautiful day, isn't it, Dad?" Derek said as we headed out into the Gulf. "Perfect," I replied. "Just like when you were a kid." He smiled, but something felt off. "Yeah, those were good times." We'd been out for about an hour when I hooked something big. The rod bent hard. "That's a monster!" Derek shouted. "Let me help you." "I got it," I said, fighting the fish. That's when he moved behind me. "You know, Dad, I've been thinking," Derek said quietly, "about the business, about everything." "What about it?" I asked, focused on the fish. "About how much easier things would be if it was all mine." Before I could turn around, his hands slammed into my back. I hit the water hard, came up sputtering. "Derek, throw me the life ring!" He looked down at me with cold eyes. "Say hello to the sharks, old man." "What are you doing?" I screamed. "I'm your father!" "And you're worth more dead than alive," he said. "Life insurance plus the business. I've got debts you don't know about. Gambling debts. Bad people are after me." "Derek, please!" "Sorry, Dad. Nothing personal." He started the engine. "They'll find you eventually. Tragic fishing accident." He sped away. I treaded water, watching my own son leave me to die. My chest burned. My legs ached. But anger kept me going. I wasn't about to give him the satisfaction. I spotted another fishing boat maybe half a mile away, started swimming. 20 minutes later, I heard an engine. "Hey, over here!" a man's voice called. Arms pulled me aboard. "Jesus, are you okay?" the man asked. His name tag said Captain Reynolds. "Where's your boat?" "My son," I gasped. "He pushed me. Left me." "He what?" "Call the Coast Guard," I said, "and the police." Captain Reynolds grabbed his radio. "Coast Guard, this is Charter Boat Southern Comfort. I've got a man I pulled from the water. He says his son tried to kill him." The dispatcher responded immediately. "Say again, Southern Comfort?" "You heard right," Reynolds said. "This is attempted murder." I gave them Derek's boat registration, my contact information. They found Derek back at the marina 2 hours later. "Where's your father?" the Coast Guard officer asked him. "What? He's not with me?" Derek's acting was terrible. "Oh my God! He must have fallen overboard! I didn't notice!" "Funny thing," the officer said. "Your father is alive, and he has a very different story." I spent 3 days in the hospital recovering from exhaustion and hypothermia. My wife Rachel sat beside my bed, holding my hand. "I still can't believe it." "Believe it," I said. "Our son tried to kill me." "But why? For money?" "Gambling debts. He said people were after him." My daughter Sarah walked in. "Dad, thank God you're okay." She hugged me carefully. "Mom told me everything. Is it true?" "Every word," I said. "Derek's outside," Sarah said quietly. "He wants to see you. He's crying, saying it was an accident." "Absolutely not," I said. "Call Detective Harris. He needs to hear Derek's lies himself." Detective Harris arrived 20 minutes later. "Mr. Thompson, I need your statement." "My son pushed me off our fishing boat and told me to say hello to the sharks," I said. "Then he left me to die." "That's serious," Harris said. "Do you have any proof beyond your word?" "Captain Reynolds witnessed my condition," I said. "Check Derek's boat GPS. See if he circled back to look for me. Check if he called for help." "We already did," Harris said. "No distress call. GPS shows he went straight back to shore, didn't slow down once." Rachel gasped. "He really did it." "I need a lawyer," I said. "Attorney Williams. He's handled our business contracts." Harris nodded. I'll get a warrant for the boat. We'll check for fingerprints, signs of struggle. Attorney Williams came that afternoon. Benjamin, this is attempted murder, first degree. I know, I said. What are my chances? With the GPS data, witness testimony, and no distress call, Williams said. Very good, but we need more. Did anyone else know about Derek's gambling? Sarah spoke up. His ex-girlfriend called me last month. Said Derek owed $50,000 to some casino in Vegas. She was scared. We need her testimony, Williams said. That establishes motive. There's more, Rachel added. I found life insurance papers in Derek's room last week. He'd taken out a policy on Benjamin. $500,000. 3 months ago. Williams smiled grimly. That's premeditation. He planned this, I said. My own son had been planning to kill me for months. Detective Harris, we need those documents, Williams said. Harris was already on his phone. Judge Morrison, I need a search warrant. Thompson residence. Life insurance documents. Yes, Your Honor. Attempted murder case. Derek's going down, Williams said. Trust me. Good, I said. He wanted my business? He's getting nothing but a prison cell. Over the next 2 weeks, the evidence mounted. Derek's ex-girlfriend Ashley testified about the debts. He was desperate, said his dad was worth more dead. The casino confirmed Derek owed $48,000. The insurance company provided the policy documents. Derek was the sole beneficiary. We've got him, Williams told me. His lawyer tried to plea down to manslaughter. I told them to go to hell. When's the trial? I asked. 2 months, but honestly, I think he'll crack before then. He didn't crack. Derek maintained it was an accident right up until the jury came back. Guilty on all counts. The family gathered at Rachel's sister's house the night of the verdict. Derek showed up uninvited. Dad, please, he said from the doorway. I need to talk to you. Get out, I said. It was a mistake. I panicked. I was scared. Rachel stood up. You left your father to die with sharks, Derek. Mom, please. I'm not your mother anymore, Rachel said. I don't have a son who's a murderer. Sarah stepped forward. You're pathetic. Dad gave you everything. I was desperate, Derek shouted. So you decided to kill him? I said. That was your solution? The gambling. Those men were going to hurt me. So you hurt me first? I moved closer. You looked me in the eye and told me to say hello to sharks. Derek started crying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Save it for the judge, Detective Harris said, walking in behind him. Derek Thompson, you violated your bail conditions. You're not supposed to contact the victims. Victims? Derek said. He's my father. Was, I said. You gave up that right when you pushed me into the ocean. Harris handcuffed him. Let's go. Dad, please, tell them you forgive me. I looked at my son for what I knew would be the last time. I don't forgive you. I will never forgive you. You can't mean that. You tried to murder me for money, I said. There's no coming back from that. 25 years I raised you, Rachel said. And this is who you became? Sarah wouldn't even look at him. I hope you rot in prison. Sentencing is next week, Attorney Williams said after Harris took Derek away. The prosecutor is recommending 25 to life. Good, I said. Your victim impact statement will be crucial, Williams added. Tell the judge everything. Oh, I will, I said. Every single detail. Rachel hugged me. I'm so sorry. I should have seen the signs. We all missed them, I said. He hid who he really was. The business, Sarah said. What are you going to do? Run it myself. Train you to take over someday if you want. I'd like that, Sarah said. Someone needs to keep the Thompson name honest. Derek destroyed his inheritance himself, I said. He gets nothing. Not my business. Not my forgiveness. Nothing. Judge Morrison's courtroom was packed for sentencing. All rise, the bailiff announced. The judge sat down and reviewed his notes. Derek Thompson, you've been found guilty of attempted murder in the first degree. Before I pass sentence, I'll hear from the victim, Mr. Benjamin Thompson. I stood up and walked to the podium. Your Honor, that man sitting there is my son, was my son. On March 15th, he took me fishing, something we'd done hundreds of times. And what happened, Mr. Thompson? Judge Morrison asked. He pushed me off the boat, told me to say hello to the sharks, then he left me to die. The courtroom murmured. Did he say why? The judge asked. Gambling debts, life insurance. He told me I was worth more dead than alive. Your Honor, Attorney Williams interjected, Mr. Thompson nearly drowned. He was in the water for 30 minutes before another boat found him. I heard that testimony, Judge Morrison said. Mr. Thompson, how has this affected you? I can't sleep without seeing his face when he pushed me. My own son. The boy I taught to fish, to ride a bike, to be a man. Dad, please, Derek called out. Sit down, Mr. Thompson, his public defender hissed. Judge Morrison glared. Another outburst and I'll hold you in contempt. Continue, Mr. Benjamin Thompson. He killed the father he used to have, I said. That man died in the water. I survived, but I lost my son that day, and I want him to pay for what he did. Thank you, Judge Morrison said. Does the defendant wish to speak? Derek stood up. Your Honor, I made a terrible mistake. A mistake? I shouted. You planned this for months. Order, the judge said. Mr. Thompson, sit down. Defendant, continue. I was desperate. The debts were crushing me. I wasn't thinking clearly. You took out a life insurance policy 3 months before, the prosecutor said. That shows premeditation, Your Honor. I panicked, Derek said. I'm sorry. Dad, please tell them you forgive me. I stood up again. I will never forgive you. Mr. Benjamin Thompson, I won't ask again, Judge Morrison warned. Sorry, Your Honor, I said, sitting. Dad, please, I'm your son. You stopped being my son when you tried to murder me, I said. Rachel stood up. Your Honor, may I speak? Briefly, Mrs. Thompson. I raised that boy for 28 years. I don't recognize him anymore. He's not my son. Sarah stood next. He's dead to our family. Judge Morrison held up his hand. I've heard enough. Derek Thompson, you committed one of the most heinous acts imaginable. You tried to murder your own father for financial gain. Your Honor, be quiet, the judge said. The evidence shows premeditation, planning, callousness. You left your father to die and showed no remorse until you were caught. I'm sorry. You're sorry you failed, Judge Morrison said. The sentence of this court is 25 years to life in state prison. No possibility of parole for 25 years. Derek collapsed. No, please! Bailiff, remove him, the judge ordered. As they dragged Derek away, he screamed, Dad! Mom! Sarah! Please! We sat in silence. It's over, Attorney Williams said. He's gone. Outside the courthouse, Sarah hugged me. You did the right thing. I know, I said. Rachel kissed my cheek. Let's go home. Detective Harris shook my hand. Justice was served today, Benjamin. Thank you for believing me, I said. The evidence made it easy, Harris replied. Take care of yourself. We walked to the car. The Florida sun felt warm on my face. Dad? Sarah asked. Are you okay? I will be, I said. Eventually. The business? Rachel asked. Opens tomorrow. Life goes on. Without Derek, Sarah said softly. Without Derek, I confirmed. That night, I slept better than I had in months. Justice isn't revenge. It's holding people accountable for their actions. Derek chose money over family. Now he'll spend decades behind bars thinking about that choice. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted completely? Sometimes the people closest to you can hurt you the worst. Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.